Hey, what's up? First up, the McLaren livery has been updated to include Gemini as a sponsor. Visually, it's a subtle swap on the car, but it's the sort of thing that people who obsess over liveries notice immediately when they boot up a race or hang out in photo mode. McLaren got that branding update, and if you stream or capture clips, you'll spot it pretty fast. On the hardware front, there's a welcome quality of life change for Xbox wheel users. Native mode support for the Thrustmaster T598 has been added for Xbox, which should smooth out setup and input handling for folks who prefer that wheel. Whether that's enough to sway someone to pick it up depends on their rig, but it's a tidy addition for console sim racers who want a more plug-and-play experience. For the content nuts who want specifics about the seasonal drops, the Podium Pass arrives as the central reward track for Season 6, and the in-game shop has been refreshed with new cosmetic sets and items that rotate through the season. Players who like short-term grind goals, especially those who chase completionist lists or want to show off unique skins online, will want to check what's on offer right away so they don't miss anything limited. Speaking of world events, this update continues the pattern of themed 5-lap scenarios and rotating challenges that mirror notable moments from recent races. Those do a good job of offering quick, bite-sized content for viewers who like to see a condensed, intense version of a big moment rather than a full Grand Prix. They also slot nicely into stream highlights because they're short, decisive, and usually carry a recognizable storyline that viewers can latch onto. Stability-wise, the patch includes general stability fixes, gameplay performance improvements, and a number of crash fixes. The usual under-the-hood stuff that doesn't feel flashy, but actually improves the experience for people who are running into instability or weird performance dips. These are the invisible wins: fewer mid-session crashes, smoother frame pacing in some scenarios, and some crash conditions that have been addressed, so you can expect fewer out-of-nowhere quits. There are also a handful of smaller but meaningful fixes. For example, an issue in photo mode around shutter speed rendering was corrected, and some livery display quirks at distance were smoothed out so things look cleaner in replays and spectator cams. That's the kind of detail that helps content creators and clip editors because it reduces visual oddities that can distract from a highlight. If you want to frame this update in your video, think of it as a tidy mid-season refresh, new cosmetics and seasonal goals to keep engagement up, a sponsored update for one of the high-profile teams that changes how the car looks on camera, and peripheral support that eases setup for some console racers. Mixed in with those are a handful of important technical fixes that, while invisible to viewers, make for a more stable broadcast and a smoother gaming session behind the scenes. One practical detail to mention in your narration is the staggered availability. Some content goes live from March 2nd, while the full Season 6 rollout is flagged as available from March 4th, so timing matters if you're planning a release or a live stream specifically to showcase the new pass and shop items. So that little scheduling quirk is worth a quick call-out so your audience knows when they can jump in and what to expect right away. Overall, this isn't a sweeping gameplay overhaul, but it's a strong example of incremental updates that keep a live service title moving. Fresh rewards, cleanups to polish, and some hardware compatibility love for Xbox wheel users. If you want a natural, relaxed closing line for your video, something that sums up the practical value, new content, better stability, and a few small quality of life additions without pushing any follow-up actions. That wraps up the essentials of the patch, and you've got everything in here to read straight into your script.